All right, you made it to the Jed Said Therapy channel, where a little awareness goes a long way. I'm Jed Thorpe, licensed therapist, and today we're going to talk about the one thing I wish someone had told me about addiction behavior. And we'll cover the 3 most common behavioral tactics they use to get their way. Buckle up, Buttercup. I think you're going to dig this video. Hey, welcome back. That didn't take long. I'm glad you're here. And while you're here, be sure to push all the good, positive buttons. And if you're feeling saucy, join the 119,000 subscribers by subscribing. And while we're on the topic of subscribers, let's talk about 3 super common reactions you're going to get when someone who's addicted to a substance doesn't hear what they want to hear. The first thing you're going to encounter right away is the verbal gymnastics routine. You gave them clear instructions, right? Doesn't matter. 2 minutes later, it's, "You never said that," or "I thought you meant this when you said that." For the love. Remember, the longer the conversation, the worse it's going to be for you. And because they're better at this verbal gymnastics routine than you are, well, you're not going to win. So if you're ever in this position, keep it short, keep it clear, and keep it documented. If that doesn't sway you from the boundary that you're holding, they're going to go to stage 2, which is called the meltdown stage. We're talking full-on emotional response, tears, then anger, and then accusations. In mere moments, you'll have gone from being their hero and confidant to the supreme villain in their life story. And odds are, they're better at confrontation than you are. So if it gets to this stage, they're going to get downright mean, and it'll be right to your face. And for a lot of healthcare workers, this can be unsettling. Hopefully, knowing this will help to shield you from those emotions that are just so sucky. It's all part of the manipulation. The tactics worked for them in the past. Why wouldn't it work now? Humans, right? Doing all we can not to feel uncomfortable, even if it means making other people uncomfortable. And if you're still holding strong after stages 1 and 2, they're going to go to stage 3. The triangulation trap. Triangulation is when someone secretly pulls a third party into a 2-party conflict. It's not to solve it, but it's to regain some kind of control by avoiding accountability. The magic to triangulation is that sometimes you aren't even privy to what's going on. It's icky for sure, and one of the most effective and brutal ways to control something that's becoming less and less in their control. Basically, their communication to a third party, your boss or your manager or your friend, is an attempt to discredit you. They might even lie about you. In the biz, this is simple character assassination. And you might be wondering, why would they do something like this? There's lots of reasons. Spite? Envy? Who knows? The hope is that when this happens, your colleagues or your friends won't fall for it. For reals, I could do a whole video on triangulation because it's in a whole lot of places you wouldn't expect. By the way, triangulation can't survive without secrecy, which is why I'm so big on transparency. If you've heard something about someone else to the point that you no longer want to be around them, well, you're likely an unwitting participant in someone else's triangulation scheme. Surprise! All right, let's get back on track and wrap this video up. Hey, I've been a therapist for over a decade, and years were spent in the rehab environment. RTC, PHP, IOP, and now GOP. So believe me when I say, yeah, I get it. Being on the receiving end of any of these stages is going to suck. But hopefully, after watching this video, it's going to suck a little bit less. Now you know, and knowing is half the battle. And if this video is connecting with any of my fellow healthcare providers, hear me. The odds are wildly good that you're doing what you're supposed to do. Help people. In this case, you're disrupting a behavioral pattern that isn't serving them anymore. And don't people grow the most when they're uncomfortable? It's not always easy doing something that people are upset with, even when it's for their best. So keep up the good work. And let's for real end this video. What do you think about these stages? Verbal gymnastics, being confrontive and aggressive, and the third one, triangulation. Have you experienced any of this? Let me know in the comments. And until next time, awareness up.